What if I told you the US helped secretly remove 7 governments and most Americans still don't know it? These weren't open wars, no armies marching in, no headlines on the news. These were secret operations run by the CIA. In this video, we'll tell the story of 7 times the US helped overthrow foreign governments. Some of these leaders were elected by their people, but the US didn't like them. The result? Violence, civil wars, dictators, and decades of pain. 1. Iran, 1953. Operation Ajax. Iran's leader, Mohammad Mossadegh, wanted to take back control of Iran's oil. The British didn't like that. So they asked the US for help. The CIA agreed. They paid people to protest. They bribed politicians. They lied to newspapers. The plan worked. Mossadegh was removed. The Shah took power again with US support. Years later, Iran had a revolution. They kicked the Shah out and became a strict Islamic republic. 2. Guatemala, 1954. Guatemala's president, Jacobo Arbenz, wanted to give land to poor farmers. But an American company, United Fruit, owned a lot of that land. So the CIA stepped in. They started a fake war. They used radio, fear, and a small rebel army. Arbenz ran away. A US-backed general took over. What happened next? A brutal civil war that lasted for decades and killed thousands. 3. Congo, 1960. The death of Patrice Lumumba. Congo finally got independence from Belgium. The people elected Patrice Lumumba. But he asked the Soviet Union for help. That scared the US. So the CIA worked with others to get rid of him. He was arrested, beaten, and killed. A dictator named Mobutu took power, with help from the US. Congo's chance at freedom was gone. 4. Chile, 1973. The other 9/11. In 1970, Chile voted for a new leader, Salvador Allende. He was a socialist, but he was elected fairly. The US didn't trust him, so the CIA tried to stop him. They cut off money to Chile. They paid newspapers to turn people against him. On September 11, 1973, the military took over. Allende died. A general named Pinochet became dictator. He ruled with violence and fear. Thousands were killed or disappeared, but the US called it a win. 5. Angola, 1975. Secret war in Africa. Angola became free from Portugal. But 3 groups wanted power. One group had support from the Soviets, so the CIA helped the other side. The US gave them money and weapons. Cuba sent soldiers to help the other side. The result? A civil war that lasted 27 years. Thousands died. The US never said much about it. 6. Nicaragua, 1980s. The Sandinistas took over Nicaragua. They were left-wing. The US didn't like that. So the CIA helped a group called the Contras fight them. The Contras were known for violence and crimes. Congress told the CIA to stop, but the CIA kept going by selling weapons to Iran and using the money to fund the Contras. This became the Iran-Contra scandal. It shocked the country, but no one was really punished. 7. Libya and Syria, 2011. During the Arab Spring, many people rose up against their governments. In Libya, the US and NATO helped rebels fight Gaddafi. He was killed. But after that, the country fell into chaos. In Syria, the US also helped rebel groups. But some of those groups were dangerous. At one point, US-backed rebels were fighting each other. Syria turned into a long, bloody war. Millions lost their homes. ISIS rose from the ashes. In all these cases, the US said it was protecting freedom. But many of these leaders were chosen by their people. The real reason? Power, oil, fear of communism. The cost? Civil wars, dictatorships, millions of lives changed forever. So now we ask you, was the CIA helping the world or hurting it? Were there other toppled governments you think we omitted in this list? What do you think? Tell us in the comments. If you want to learn more true stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.